Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our Corridor Drywall Player Profile. Tonight it is Dalyn Pedersen, offensive and defensive lineman for the Bears. And Dalyn, you guys opened up district play with Bellevue last Friday night and picked up the big victory. How important was that to start off district play at 1-0?
It was very important. I mean, it's a win, no matter what. I mean, we just take things one game at a time, and getting a win against Bellevue, who beat us last year, just lights a fire under us, and we're just ready to go get more wins, I mean.
Well, the game started out, both teams trade turnover on downs, and then we turn it over again. We throw an interception. They hit a one-play touchdown. All of a sudden, we're down 7-0. We come right back, though, and Gavin finds Trey for that long touchdown. Talk about just kind of the mood swings and the emotions that happen in that sequence.
So when they got that touchdown on us, we were kind of like, all right, we can't take these guys lightly. And then on offense, we all had that mentality of just like, we got to get them back somehow. And then Gavin found Trey on that long pass, and it was a touchdown. And then we just all got really hype, and then that's how we stayed most of the game.
Led to almost 500 yards. Was that just kind of a confidence thing, or what led to just that offensive production?
I think we were all just feeling good. We knew what we were doing on offense. Pass pro was good. Run was fairly good as well. So I think we all just had a nice flow going on after that touchdown, and the rest is history.
Well, offensive line, a situation where the week before against Tipton struggled a little bit. Now, obviously, they've got some pretty good athletes, but there was some concerns there. What happened in practice last week leading up to that Bellevue game for you guys to clean things up a little bit?
Last week, we just kind of talked about how we just had a lot of miscommunication on the line, and how if we got that better, we'd beat Bellevue easier because they're a lot smaller than us. So the line just really worked on that. So the backs, and just communication on how to do everything. So, and once we got that down pat, we're ready to go against Bellevue.
That's one of the things I always talk about, former lineman myself, and just that communication factor. How important is that, or what kinds of things are you guys looking at pre-snap to make sure that you are able to block the play cleanly?
We're looking at other linebackers coming up to the line and possibly stopping one of our fits for like a Kurt block or a Pete block or anything like that. Or just like if their defensive line shifts, then we're going to have to make a different line call to get it blocked. So that's mainly what it was the entire time.
Okay. On the defensive side, picked up 4 turnovers, all of them led to touchdowns. What's that like? How exciting is that when you're out there and you see one of the D-backs maybe get the interception, or you see that ball on the ground and one of your teammates comes up with it?
It's just like a rush of adrenaline, because I know every time I saw like Tanner or Trey pick something off, then it just get an extra boost of energy, because it's like, all right, we can take this home. It's just exciting. It makes you just want to go out and play defense even more, just to keep on adding on to it. And just we know at the end of the day that that's going to count for the end score.
You got North Cedar here tonight, week 2 of district action. They come in at 4-1. What's the scouting report? What are you expecting to see from North Cedar?
I know they have a big line. Their quarterback is a decent passer at least. So I think we just need to work on our interior and getting those big guys, making sure that they're not giving Gavin any trouble, and we just need to make sure their edge isn't coming in on Gavin, and then I think we should be good.
You are a senior here on the team. Talk a little bit about what you try to do to help the younger guys, help everybody else on the team. What's some of your leadership that you try to exert here?
I like during practice just giving them pointers in different ways to do things for their stance, how to block a certain play, and just how to be aggressive. Make sure that you stay aggressive, and make sure that your teammates are aggressive. So I just like giving little pointers and stuff to them, hopefully that they can pass it on to others.
Other activities, anything else you do? I know football is obviously a very fun thing, a big focal point. Any other clubs, extracurricular sports that you take part in?
I do wrestling. I did basketball for 2 years. I do baseball. I do track. I don't know if I'm going to do it again, but who knows. I do show choir, and that's about it.
Talk just kind of, balancing that. You figure you've got sports, you've got some of the other stuff, you've got academics that you got to do as well. Plus, you might want to actually have a social life with your friends. How do you try to balance all of that and make sure that you can do all of it at a high level?
I just kind of like, if I want to go do something with my friends, I just make plans before, and I'll just kind of move it around my football schedule. If we all have to work out in the morning, we all kind of say, hey, let's go get some breakfast or something beforehand or after. just making plans, basically, kind of balance it all out. I have this kind of section for homework stuff, this section for my friends, and then the rest I focus on football.
Well, speaking of plans, it's your senior year. Before you know it, you're going to be done, walking out of here for the last time.
Yeah.
Any idea what the future holds, what you might be doing after you graduate?
I could see myself going to college, play football. And if I don't, I mean, I like engineering, biomedical engineering. I've always been good at it. Or just something with like a science major, I guess. That's always been kind of a weird passion of mine. So if I'm not doing sports.
All right, well, you can maybe do a little bit of both. But you got some time to figure that out between now and then. You've got North Cedar and then a few more weeks of the regular season and hopefully several weeks of the postseason as well. Dalyn, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey.
That's Dalyn Pedersen. He's tonight's Corridor Drywall Player Profile. We'll be back with more of the pregame right after this. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.